Good to see you. Good to see you. Big waves to you. Happy Tuesday. All right. All right. So let me see here. I'm going to admit some people from the waiting room. Give me just a second.
We
All
got it,
right.
coach. You don't have to do that.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So, Cheryl Elliott, this word, let me tell you, Cheryl has been a part of the Coach's Corner since 2020. That's right. 5 days a week, 2020. So she's kind of like John Frick, like just here every morning, just a stable inside of the Coach's Corner. So she sent this word in, and it's vicariously, vicariously. So if you're like trying to spell that word, well, if you're like me, you're going to have to look that one up. Okay, vicariously. Somebody can put it in the comments, but. We didn't see any birthdays too, by the way. So if it is your birthday, please let us know. Looking at the definition of vicariously, it's experiencing something indirectly, like through the actions, feelings, experiences of another person rather than your own direct experience. How many of you like watching episodes of something and you catch yourself living through vicariously the actors? How many of you love maybe a good romantic, whatever, I don't know. And you catch yourself living vicariously in this world of that. I see some smiles on some people's faces, right? Maybe you're a country guy, right? Or a lady, and you like, Little House on the Prairie. I don't know. But vicariously means through other people's experiences, you're like caught up in the moment. You're watching. You're tapping into someone else's adventure, joy, accomplishment, almost like it's your own. So I think about it like when I just look at my life, my own experience vicariously, nothing brought and has brought me better joy than like seeing my kids play, right? Seeing them in sports, seeing them maybe speak in front of people, like see living through them, watching them do it is living vicariously, right? That's an example. Maybe it's following your favorite athlete. Maybe you go to, and you get caught up in that athlete that you're following, right? Maybe it's hockey, maybe it's football, maybe it's basketball, baseball, whatever it is. Like you're living vicariously through them. People pay tickets every Sunday, every Saturday, every weekday to go see that and to live vicariously through people. Like it's an excitement. It's a fulfillment that, you know, I believe that by seeing and living through that other people's experience sometimes can inspire us. It can spark imagination. Like, man, John knows how to drive a tractor, right? Maybe I should learn how to do that, right? And before you know it, I'm learning how to drive a tractor, right? Arlene says, no, not at all. Maybe I'm living vicariously and you know, I see Dave Kirtley traveling, Super Dave to Hawaii, and I'm like, man, I need to go to Hawaii. Those look like amazing pictures, like they had a blast. I want to go there. So there's a lot of good that can come out of sin and living vicariously through someone. But it can also be a trap. And this is where I want to go really quick. If we only watch the life instead of living it ourselves, right? Like we spend so much time vicariously through screens on social media or screens on TV that we forget to live our own life, right? And really where I went is I think we got to guard ourselves a little bit. No show of hands. But how many of you have looked? Let's just use social media. You've watched social media and you see things going on and you see maybe a person traveling, or it looks like, let's go business, where their teams are growing, and you start to feel unnerved, like it's starting to bother you. Has anybody ever been there? Don't you, maybe you don't raise your hand, right? Right? Or maybe there's an event going on that you're not at and you start seeing it, but then it starts actually affecting you in a negative way. Like, it's great to have FOMO. I wished I was there and living vicariously through all that excitement. But what if it turns and it starts to trap me into this negative headspace? Does everybody understand what I'm talking about? Like, you're seeing, maybe it's rank advancements. You're seeing all these things happen. You're like, it's not happening to me. And before you know it, you get trapped in this quicksand between your own two ears. So, because you're living and you're watching through the screen, through this world of just the highlight reel, let me tell you, that highlight reel is embedded with mud and dirt and heartache and challenges. It's just not being shown on the highlight reel. Okay? So sometimes when we're looking at the highlight reel through a screen, we can't let it affect us negatively. So the key to me is balance. Like, use vicarious moments to motivate our own actions rather than replace it. Dave's in Hawaii. That looks fun. I'm going to find a way to get there and experience the same joy. So that's my thought around vicariously today. Andrea, I'll turn it to you.
Well, great lesson. And hopefully you can hear me okay.
I can.
Okay, perfect. I had to switch technology. I'm actually at the dentist, guys. Super exciting. So we're doing Coach's Corner from the dentist. But the quote that I found was, "Don't live vicariously through others. Find your own path and then leave a trail worth following." And I love that, right? Like, I love the thought of going out and bebopping around and being the trail maker. But then I thought, well, you know what? I think I'm probably going to live a little bit more of a life where I am going to be inspired by other people. So what I looked into it, what I was trying to figure out is how I can live with this vicarious inspiration, but without getting stuck there, right? So kind of like what Coach was saying, I'm looking at Dave and I'm like, dang, that looks amazing. I wish I was there. Maria, she's on her way to Rome right now. Like, I could sit there and I could turn that into a negative thing and just kind of be stuck, or I can use it as inspiration. So what I looked into is, how can I get inspired by what other people are doing? And first of all, I can celebrate other people's wins. Last night we had Sheila Baikovsky on the corporate call, and she just achieved CEO. And oh my gosh, we can dance with her and celebrate with her. And so I can dance and celebrate and love on, but I can also use that as fuel to go get me to the next place, right? Where I'm like, oh my gosh, good for you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited for you. And guess what? If she can do it, so can I, right? Sheila's amazing, but I bet I could step into some of the things, maybe some of those tips she gave us, some of those action items, so I can go move in that direction. Number two is, if I find myself daydreaming about somebody else's adventure, I can use that as a loving nudge to plan one of my own. So if I'm like, dang, Hawaii, 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 I want to go, Dave, come on, tell me, show me your pictures, and I'm looking at it every day. Well, I can use that as some inspiration and say, all right, woman, you're 49 and a half years old. It's time for you to get to Hawaii. So guess what? I can lean into the promotion from the company, and I can get to Hawaii with all of y'all, right, that are involved with our company. No, you're not, but you should be, right? So I can use that as a nudge to move me in the right direction. Number three is, I can learn from others' mistakes and successes. So guess what? We don't have to learn all the lessons on our own, right? I think sometimes I think I do, right? I've got to just keep making the same mistake and the same mistake, maybe some new mistakes, right? I think I have to make all of the mistakes myself. But guess what? We can live vicariously in that way too. When we see something and we think, that's not what I want in my life, right? I can skip the pain and I can keep that wisdom, and I can say, okay, there's a lesson here. I can learn it. I tell my kids they get to learn from my mistakes all the time. I've made a lot of those stupid decisions, so maybe learn from that and let's move you in the right direction. Next is I can share my own story too, because sometimes someone else might be living vicariously through us. So when we go out on our social media, and maybe we show our highlight reel, but we show our reality as well. When we put that out there, we give other people the opportunity to be inspired by us and live vicariously through us. And then lastly, is we can ask ourselves a little question, right? And we can say, am I watching life or am I living it? Right? Am I actually doing the things that I value? Am I actually going out there and having the conversations and being with the people and going to the places, whatever is going to inspire me, whatever I want, am I actually doing that? Or am I spending a lot of my time just watching other people live their life, right? And those rom-coms that Coach is talking about, I love me a good rom-com. Am I just watching them or am I living them? I don't think I actually want to live a rom-com. They have a lot of drama in there. But you get the point, right? Am I living some of these good things? And if I'm not, well, then go find a way to just take one small step forward. I don't know what that is, just any little bitty thing, and go take one small step so that I can step out of living vicariously and step into just living. So hopefully this was a good one. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate you and your consistency with your words, and love you guys. Hope you have a beautiful Tuesday.
Great words, Cheryl. Great lesson this morning, guys. We love you. We're grateful for you. Have a rocking Tuesday out there. We'll see you back tomorrow. Love you guys.
Love you
Love you
guys.
guys.
Great
Have a
job,
beautiful
Andrea,
day.
Brent.
Have
Thank
a
you,
great
sir.
day.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yes.
Have
Guys.
a great
Thanks,
day.
Coach.
Love you
See
guys.
you.
See
See you
ya.
guys. Have a great one.
Hey.
Bye.
Yes,
Blessings.
sir.